Ah, so yeah, how's everybody feeling, man? How's back to school for everybody? I don't know about you guys, but we've had back to school all week. Most of the kids in our area go back this Monday, so no, everybody's been busy. What up, Steph Cuts? Dooney, what up? Soldier Bar with Life, what up? Monte, what's up? So week today, next week we'll be booming. Oh, okay. School must be back later for you. Oh man, y'all feel like it's been a good back to school, business as usual. Or you feel like it's been a slower back to school. No, did it? So he snagged what 29 cuts. Oh, it's choppy. Oh, damn. That's oh, my bad, y'all. Should be good now. South Carolina. Nah, it's cause I'm outside. I don't have no I don't have as good signal. I gotta get off the Wi-Fi and then I got good signal. Same cigar I always have, but it's this one is the Drew Estate Cafe con Leche. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. Love 'em, baby. Love you. Good night, baby. My kids' bedrooms. Oh, just been thinking, man. Crazy times, bro. It's easy to get distracted in these times. I feel like, man, I gotta stay the course. Stop being distracted. The goal's always been to build the ecosystem, the product line, the schools, the barbershops, and the education. Just going hard on the education. Keep building the brand. Gotta stay true to it, man. I've been getting distracted with all the craziness, just worried, anxious about everything that's going on in the world, while still trying to, balance my life. It's not easy. I know you guys struggle with it too. I ain't the only one. Are you guys 245 Open 45 making an appearance at Las Vegas? Yeah, we'll be in Vegas. Hey, no, you did 29. Get you a cigar, brother. You going to any upcoming expo? Yeah, we got Vegas coming up. I'm trying to hit the BarberCons too, but BarberCon Dallas, man, I really wanted to go. It's just gonna be hard to go to BarberCon Dallas because of Vegas, and my wife is going. I think so. It's just tough. Yeah, man. I wish peace on Palestine. I wish peace on everybody though, man. I hate to see war. I hate to see people dying on all sides. I wish this shit would just be fixed, man. People would be peaceful and everybody would be happy. Like it's so crazy how complicated, how simple life is, but how complicated it can get. Like everybody wants peace. Everybody wants peace. Everybody wants to be happy. It's just crazy how the world can get so ugly, bro, that it turns into war like that. It's sad. You should take mushrooms online, bro. What? I'm going to BarberCon Dallas. That's what's up. What up, John Martin? Heard you came to South Texas before I started cutting. Oh yeah, I've been out there. You know about technology? What you mean, bro? You annoying, so I'm just gonna kick you off my channel, bro. Your numbers slowed down in the summer. What you mean? My numbers? You talking about how busy we are? Nah, it's like a modified. We was just talking about that on the other live on my last live, bro. It's been a good summer. Yeah, but man, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. Where is all these damn trolls from? Hey, bro, Barbara from the way in Guyana, trying to open my own shop. Any tips? Um, I just say, man, if you're passionate about it, um, get a big enough space where you can help people also grow. Like, get so good at what you do that you get so busy you can't handle anymore, and then you can bless other people, and but at the same time you can put yourself in a position where you don't have to depend so much on trading time for it. You know what I mean? And then at some point, man, you're helping so many people. You got to teach other people how to help other people, and keep growing that way, man. I would say just make sure, just dream big, bro. I guess that's the biggest point I'm trying to make. Just dream big, bro. And remember, you in order to accomplish big dreams, man, you gotta have people on your team, man. So you gotta build people, So some have been studying South Texas ready to blow up this upcoming holiday. So hey, Bossio, what topic are you studying right now? Um, I don't know, man. I'm so scatterbrained right now. Yeah, what am I not studying? I went into a coding rabbit hole, coding and shit. Like, just I'm an idiot. This is why I let you know I F with you. I got you, Patrick, Bet David, and Alex Moses. As hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Those are big names, bro. Patrick Bet David. I watched him since he had. I watched both of them, Alex Hormozy and Patrick Bet David, from before. I think Alex Hormozy had like 10,000 subscribers when I started watching him. I think Patrick Bet David had like 10,000 subscribers. I remember he had a road to 100K series, and I used to watch Patrick Bet David. I've always been consuming information, bro, heavy. So I feel you. Oh, how big can you? That's all. That's not all. That's not relative. It's based on it's based on accomplishments. Honestly, it's for whatever God has in design for you. So to give you an example, at one point, my biggest dream was to make 70,000 a year as a regional manager for Arby's. That was my no, I'm sorry, as a general manager for Arby's. I want to make 70K as a general manager. That was my biggest dream because I never knew anybody who was making that type of money. I never knew anybody that had a college degree and was living that type of that. I never knew anybody that had a college degree. Like, You know what I mean? I think my sister Nika is the first person in our family to get a college degree. She went to the military and got it through the military. Um, so that was a big goal, and I got to a point where I was like, that ain't big enough. And then my dream was I want to become a barber and I want to open a few shops. And then I did that. And then you dream bigger, you know what I mean? And you realize, man, I got to keep building people. The more people actually I can build, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting pretty good at this. Maybe I can accomplish a even bigger goal. And a big goal for a big dream might become what Warren Buffett has created, what Elon Musk has created. Obviously, those guys are like the LeBron James of business, of life, of dreaming. You know what I mean? Um, but you might dream so big where you didn't go to college, you didn't grow up around wealth, or even you grew up poor, and you end up being the mayor of your town. That's pretty damn big, bro. Or you might end up employing 100 something people, or you might end up opening an award winning barbershop in your city, that becomes nationally known. And you might open a school, one of the best schools in the country, and you help, thousands of people become successful barbers. Or maybe bigger than that. Look at Vic Blends, bro. I remember, I met Vic Blends. I think he was like he was like 19 years old. 19 when I met Vic Blends. And Vic is so humble, bro. He came up to me at a show. And at one point I was more known in the industry than Vic was. And he came up to me and he was like, "Bro, I'm a big fan. I love how you educate and stuff. I'm from North Carolina, bro. I would love to do a collab. Boom, boom, boom." We were supposed to do a collab, it just never happened. Um, but I didn't know who he was at the time. You know what I'm saying? And but me, Vic, and the whole team, we grew pretty close for like a season where we were going to shows together. Vic would stay at our Airbnbs and stuff. Um, and we would just try to support Vic however we could, because he was different, man. He always spoke different. He always thought, he was a hard worker, and he was smart in that he was always building relationships, building real relationships. And I remember one night he's saying, "Bro, like I love what you guys are doing and stuff, but man, I want to be bigger. You know what I mean? Like bigger than the barbering industry. I want to reach the world." And that's dreaming big, bro. That's dreaming big. And look at him now. Look at him now, bro. That boy Vic is literally a celebrity, bro. He'd be at red carpet events, interviewing Tom podcast episodes with Tom Brady, with freaking man, that boy that boy did it, man. And he's what, 23, 24 years old now? It's crazy what 5 years can do when you lock in, bro. You dream big and you do everything necessary to build up to that. What if Vic would have got to where he's at right now? He fell short. Don't matter. You know what I mean? Can you speaking on camera with confidence? Bro, I speak on camera with confidence if I know what I'm talking about. I try not to talk about things I don't know about. And so if I feel like I don't know enough about a topic, but I really want to talk about it, I go get educated on it. And that gives me the confidence to speak about it. It's just there's stuff that you're confident about. There's stuff, it might be anime, it might be video games, it might be basketball, it might be football. And you could talk about that on camera because, bro, ask somebody ask you who's your favorite basketball player. If you like basketball like that, I bet you could go on for an hour or whatever. You know, exchange basketball with whatever your favorite thing in the world is. And they ask you who's the best at that. You're gonna be able to go on for an hour talking about that. You know what I mean? Because You talking about stuff that you know. So if you want to be more confident in speaking in public, learn more shit, know more shit, experience more things. You got to work to experience more things, not work to make money and work to experience more things. And sometimes money comes with that. A lot of it does sometimes. And then at that point, you're just sharing what you've experienced, what you've learned, and it's not hard to do that. So imagine, whatever your first time, if somebody asks you, tell me about your first girlfriend, you wouldn't be able to talk about, you wouldn't be able to say nothing. Of course, you'd be able to talk about it because you experienced it, you lived that, and you understand how you felt about that person and how you feel about them now, and you can talk about it. Same thing in life. Experience some shit, you talk about it, and that's all speaking confidently in camera is, man. Oh man. Um, nah, Vic is in my eyes, bro. He's such a talented kid, man. I hope my son, he really likes Vic too. So I hope he gets inspired by Vic because Vic should people should take him seriously, man, and really be inspired by how he is, how he carries himself, what he does, his work ethic. He's a he's a great role model example. Will you write off your Tesla truck? I'm about to wrap my challenger. Nah, I'm not gonna write off the Tesla. That just brings too much extra problems. It's a gray area to me, and I don't want to have to log all these miles and shit. I do like cost segregation write offs with Airbnbs. That's a real good write off. That's a real good write off. So imagine this: you buy a piece of property for 750,000. The building on it is worth 500,000, right? 500,000. You made about 125,000, right? So you purchase this house and you purchase it to make it an Airbnb, right? To make it an Airbnb. Let's say you made 150 grand, right? And you rent it out 15 days for the year, so it qualifies as a short term lease, short term rental unit. And then you do what's called a cost segregation study on it, and you can write off 20 to 40% of the building year one, 80% of that. It used to be 100%. Hopefully they that bonus depreciation they renew. I voted for whoever renews that thing. But anyways, if you can write off 20 to 40% off a $500,000 building year one, you don't pay no taxes. Do that as often as you possibly can, and that will offset your income. It might be every year, every 2 years, every 3 years, every 4 years, but do it as often as you can. Run that play because you pay zero taxes that year. You might get a tax return back if you got kids, and you got an investment property. You just gotta make sure it cash flows. You gotta be careful with that. It ain't that easy, but if you got it in you, and you can make that happen. That's a play. Oh man. Taurus Thompson. I had a kid when I was like 20, 21. I think 21. My wife was 20. I don't know what to tell you, bro. There's got to be a compromise. You're gonna have to compromise at some point. At some point, or always, right? So like, there are people who will always compromise. They'll work 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Um, the rest of their lives, but they'll be there for the basketball games at night, the football games at night. They'll be there on the weekends. Um, there's people who just go always be working because they're terrible with their money, and they're never gonna have time with their kids. They don't save no money. There's gonna be people who live a modest lifestyle, and they're gonna work 3, 4 days a week and still be there for their kids all the time. You can make that happen too, but you can't really make a lot of money and do it that way forever. Like, there's got to be a season where you put in work. I don't care if it's that your plan is to open 2 barbershops, and that's gonna earn you enough cash flow to where you can work 1 or 2 days a week behind the chair and be there every day with your kids. If that's your plan, you can run that play. But who's going to build out the shops? Who's going to grow the clientele? Who's going to hire the barbers? Who's going to do all that work? That's 2 years of sacrifice for most people. That especially if it's your first time opening a shop, and then you got to do a second location. That's another 2 years of sacrifice. So there goes 5 years of your life. But now you only have to work 1 or 2 days a week. Sometimes you can take off the whole week. You see what I'm saying? Or you could just be the guy that works 4 days a week the rest of his life, but doesn't make a lot of money, lives a modest lifestyle. Or you can do what I did, because I knew my kid ain't gonna remember much after five until after 5 years old. Because that's where my core memories really start hitting, is probably 5 years old. And so me and my wife made a plan. We got 5 years to put in this work, man. And in those 5 years, I opened like 3 or 4 shops. Had a YouTube channel that was making me like, my YouTube channel at that time was making 10 to 14,000 a month is what my that was just AdSense. That didn't include affiliate links, sponsorships. I didn't really do a lot of sponsorships because I had my own brand. But once I launched my brand, that's when it got real stupid. Uh, like, that's when the cash flow really started shocking me, what an audience could having an audience can do. Um, Never made a lot of money off of Tune 45, but Tune 45 made a lot of money. Bossio ain't make a lot of money, but Tune 45 made a lot of money. Um, but it's still doing well, and we got some crazy stuff launching. One day I'll make some money from it, but we gotta keep snowballing. And then what else? So, anyways, uh, 2 years in the mall, 10 barbers, had to show 150K at the end of the year to plus 60K from shop, getting a house, then going right off everything from now on. What's the most you would ever pay for rent in an area? It depends. Let me show you. This area right here. This area right here. Okay. If they would lease me a spot, I would take it in a heartbeat. If they lease me a spot, I would take it in a heartbeat. You know how much the rent is here? Guess how much the rent is for 1,000 square feet. How much would the rent be for 1,000 square feet? Okay. AK, 6K. Guys, for 1,000 square feet a month, it's 12K. And I would take that spot in a heartbeat. And I would take that spot in a heartbeat. We're looking at what spot right now that's not in the city, and they want 7K a month for that spot. Most of my shops are like 5K a month right now. It's crazy, man. The leases have kept creeping up. They've been crazy. I remember I used to be able to get 3,500 all day for 1,000 square feet anywhere. That's why commission is better. I don't agree, bro. I like booth rent, bro. I really really like booth rent. I gotta you we it's coming to a point though where booth rent's gonna have to be studio prices or you're gonna have to do commission because rents in cities, fast growing cities, are getting insane. But if I could have it how it was a couple years ago, I'd keep it that way, boy. I love booth rent. Right now, I think we're at $300 a week for our chairs, most of them. But we it depends. We're switching to commission, but it's a tiered system. So the first $1,000 that you make a week, I want you making 4 or 5 thousand a week. That if I can get you to all right, I want you minimum getting to 3K. That's what I want. I, I would love our barbers to get to 3K a week. If they could do that, I'm so happy. I feel good about that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some barbers don't want that, don't need that. I'm talking about the ones that really want to make a lot of money. I'm hoping to try to get them to 3K and make that kind of normal. So, anyways, our commission works. First thousand's 25%. The second thousand, it's like the tax system. The second thousand, I think, is 15%. The third thousand is 10%, and then after that, it's 0%. So, if you're like Mo making 5,000, Jordan making 5,000 a week, they don't pay any commission on $2,000 a week, right? That's the commission system that we have set up. But if we open a new location and you're like one of the founding fathers there, you're literally building that location with us. You're grandfathered into booth rent. That's the way we work it. And I run that play on Mango Mint. Oh, Vinny does that. Vinny's a smart dude, man. I've owned commission shops in the past. This. I'm opening my 11th location this year. Like been doing this for 13 years, bro. You know who runs a similar play to that? Um, if you guys get an opportunity to go to MBBS in Atlanta, it's a great show that really talks about business. You would learn that tier system there. The owner of that show, he's got game when it with the commission shops, the suites and stuff. Game real estate too. Very smart individual. Yeah, we'll take students fresh out of barber school. A lot of them. That's what's up, Vital. But I still like booth rent, man. If I can get my guys, if I can get my guys, let's say from that tiered system and then graduate them. Let's say I'm making 700 to 1,000. Let's say I'm making 700 a week from each of my barbers, right? Commission. I'm averaging that, and I can just get 450, 500 a week in booth rent instead. I would do that all day. I would do that all day. Oh, I would do that all day. But I do like I can't. I'm really good. Like we be marketing the shops. I'm really good at. That's one thing I can do is market the shops with the extra margin, bro. If I could pump more margin into our ads, into our marketing, it's really gonna be a problem. The branding, billboards, wrap trucks, all that is really gonna be a problem. Everybody gonna be eating radio commercials. Ain't no barbershops doing that shit. We're gonna try it. Sebastian from Lawrenceville. That's where my brother lives. My brother lives in Lawrenceville. How do you manage 11 shops and keep track of leases? I don't. I got a great team. Danny jokes all the time. I don't do shit. I mean, obviously I do. I do a lot of shit. I just don't really do anything. You know what I mean? Like that's how, he always puts it that way, and it makes no sense, but it makes all kinds of sense at the same time. Danny be messing me up with his little sayings. Um, he's a smart ass dude, bro. Such a smart dude. I'm really loving cigars, man. I've never smoked cigars so much in my life, but it's been one of them years. I've been on these cigars heavy. You got any game on memberships? We got a few of our students that have done it, and it's been mixed. It's the problem with it is for us to manage it, you really have to build out some type of CRM and be able to track the data to see how it really affects your business. And so you can only really read it if you have an already successful established business and then you compare it to what a membership does. It might completely ruin your business. And so not everybody's willing to take the chance to do it. But then some guys, they just kind of launch their business with it, and we can't really tell if they'd be better off without it. But now it's kind of too late because you got, 1,000, 1,500 customers on a membership, you know? Would I have a franchise? I'm not gonna say never. It's just a long ways away. I don't want to get into regulation and stuff. All that regulation stuff. It's what's kept me away from schools for so long. Until I learned it's not regulated that much. Like honestly, Florida has a good system. And not that it's not regulated so much. It's just they give schools more. Is it autonomy? That might be the wrong word. I don't know. Uh, More control, and they allow you to be more creative, and it's not so systemized like some other states are. And so that allows guys like me to thrive in that environment. People who are creative, who care, who care more about the numbers, not necessarily the success rate of. Of course, we want our students to pass the state board. That's the most important thing. But what to me, what's even more important is how successful are they set up to be in the real world when they try to make this a career. How many of our students actually make it a career, or how many, you know what I mean, fall off because they graduate school not being able to do a fade. you know. Oof. Can you give me some game on Google Ads, bro? The thing with Google Ads, you gotta do all the free stuff first, the organic stuff, the free stuff. Then you pay to get a successful and organically good business. You pay for more reach because you have proven you have a good product, a good service. So if you can't get any type of traction from just organically from free stuff, social media, Facebook, uh, um, hand out business cards, flyers, word of mouth, a lead from a lead, you can't get reviews, 500 reviews just from free. I wouldn't start running ads yet. Run ads after, and the mindset is you just want more eyeballs to see a great thing. You just need more reach. That's the mentality that you should have. A lot of people try to make it keywords and analytics and all that stuff, but it's really, really simple. You can get into the details, but there's diminishing returns in that, right? You get into the details, that's the third step. That's the third step. The third step is okay, now I know I got a good product. I got the ads. It's going okay. How can I make them even better? Because ads should perform okay at least, even if you don't know what the hell you're doing, because you got a good product. So if the ads ain't doing okay when you're doing it, it's probably not what you're doing, in the ads manager. It's probably more so your copy, your actual ad, the photo you're using, the video you're using, the headline you're using, the audience that you're reaching, like the demographics you're targeting, the zip code. Maybe you're going too broad. You need to be a little bit more, or maybe you need to go broader. I don't know. You gotta test those things on your own first, and then I would get into the details, and then I might hire somebody because I know it's worth it. Best insurance to get anything that would accumulate late, like late to PTO, like pay time off. I had never even thought of that. I got a basic health insurance, but that's all I wanted for is health. I don't need PTO. It probably would have been smart as I was building to have it, but like I don't. If I get hurt or something like that, I still make money. I don't need to. You know what I mean? Thank God. Thank God. And that was by design. We worked really hard to get to that point. So, is there any way we can connect? Uh, you can email me Bossio, my last name Bossio at Tomb45. Why? What SEO am I using? What do you mean? What SEO am I using? Is there such a thing as a barber apprentice anymore? In Florida, there is none. It depends what state you're in, but yeah, it exists. What do you mean? What SEO am I using? How can you start YouTube as a barber now and be different? I don't know. I have no clue. I'll tell you, I'm the worst YouTuber that I don't know. I got lucky. The timing, the timing was amazing. I have friends that told me I could do well on YouTube, but I got lucky with YouTube, bro. Because I don't know shit. You don't see no hashtags. I don't know algorithms. I don't even know what time is the best to upload. I don't know none of that shit. The thumbnails. Thank God for Georgie. He does all that, or my thumbnails would still be terrible. I think I think you just invest in yourself, bro. You just invest in yourself, and then you put a camera in front of you, and you might get an audience. At first, it's gonna be weak, but you start listening to your audience, and you know, getting better little by little, and it might pop for you. Like I think it's dope as hell that 41 people even care what the hell I gotta say. For someone who was at one point the pinnacle of YouTube barbers, what do you think pulls in good attraction for videos now? I have no clue. I have no clue, bro. Nah, there's definitely such thing as luck, bro. There's definitely such thing as luck. 100%, bro. 100%, bro. I'm lucky. I haven't been sick. That man. There's so many miracles that happen every day. There's a lot. There's luck, miracles, all that shit, bro. Everything ain't so black and white, bro. This it's a complex world we live in. Keywords in Google. Oh, what keywords? It depends. I've fought with barbershop and barbershop near me. It's a competitive keyword, but you know, I I outbid everybody on that shit. I just spend the money. It's probably not smart, but I spend the money. So we're the biggest in the city. In the city, I think so. Um, but the really good ones, honestly, the niche ones that most people would, bro. Honestly, I hate to say it, but go race with it. People privately will Google Asian barber, black barber, Puerto Rican barber. If you got an Asian, a black, a white, and a Dominican barber, boy, you better target those keywords. I'm not gonna lie. We had Luke come in and immediately, because he's Asian. Asians really stick together, bro. He had one Asian come in. Next thing you know, the whole family. Next thing you know, all the friends are coming. So we started targeting it on Google, and now it's one of our biggest keywords that we that we pop up for. It's insane. So yeah, I would say the niche ones are really smart. Um, Barber for thinning hair, stupid stuff like that. It's cheap. It's cheap keywords that you can target. And there's actual search terms for it. Nah, bro, I ain't drinking no more, bro. I'm done drinking. No more. Tell you, man, it's been a crazy month, bro. Trauma will wake your ass up. That's for sure. Trauma will wake your ass up. Yeah, no problem, vital cuts. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off this thing. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me while I smoke this. Actually, let me finish this and then I'll get off. I'm almost done with this. We need to have a barber hoop sesh. Yeah, I hate playing basketball sometimes, bro. Like the other day I played and I was playing against some college kids, some kids that play college ball. Not D1. I think they were like D2 probably, NIA type of shit. Mm. One of them for sure was JUCO. But I was busting their ass. I'm like, man, maybe I still got it. Maybe I still got it. Then I go and hoop a couple days ago, and I was trash, bro. I was so tired after at the by the second game, midway in the second game, I'm tired of shit. I'm like, nah, I ain't got it. But it happens every now and then. It's weird. I hate that part about basketball. I just don't ever feel consistent these days. Chris, I've been following you for 10 years, bro. Man, bar money, I appreciate that. That's love. It's crazy. When you in the bay, let's go. Yo, boss, keep doing your thing. Last thing, how can someone work on their discipline? I started cutting, but my career not going too well. Damn, bro. I hate to hear that. Got my license 2 months ago, moving to Central California. Any tips to start? I mean, you tell me, man. What do you feel is going wrong? I don't know how you build discipline, guys. I really don't. I really don't. One thing you could do is sit down, go spend some money on yourself. Go spend yourself. Go take a staycation, some resort, a casino, some shit. Don't go gamble. Stay away from the casino. Do a beach resort, something as close as possible. That's cheap. On a road trip, go camping. I don't know. Go fishing. um, and then bring a notebook with you and just write out the perfect week. Do version one, two, three, four. Write out what the perfect week for you looks like. Okay. And then write out what's necessary for a season to get to that point. Right? What do you look like in that perfect week? How do you feel? What kind of money are you making? What are you doing? What's your schedule like every day? And then write down what it needs to be for the next 3 to 5 years for you to reach that goal, right? It's gonna be drastically different. It's gonna be this is what I used to do. This used to be my schedule. Real talk. 7 a.m. We was up. I would eat 7 egg whites, take my kids to school. By 8 a.m., I'm at the gym, work out for an hour, about an hour, take a shower real quick at my house because the gym was right next to my house, and then shoot to the shop. I'd be at the shop by 10 a.m., sometimes 9:30, 9 a.m., or 9:30, 10 a.m. around there. And I start my cutting day, and I would cut from 10 to 7. And I probably record a couple tutorials in that day. And I probably did 15, 20, 25 haircuts in that day. And then at night, I would edit them damn videos. And I have a damn life. And then on the weekends, because the channel was popping, like my wife knew we had a 3 to 5 year plan. So she even though she was tough, she fought a little bit just to keep our family balanced, And I respect her so much and I appreciate her so much for doing that in those years. But on the weekends I'd be gone, I'd be out of town because the YouTube was popping, was reaching people, and shows started hitting me up, and barbershops and schools started hitting me up and paying for my travel and paying me for the weekend to teach, to train their staff and all that. And so man, I would make 10, 15, 20,000 that weekend. So it's like, man, this is working. We got to keep going. I can't stop. It's not because of the money. It's because, this is in 3 to 5 years. This might actually work out where I could slow down. And I could that week we talked about, that dream week, we could actually do that stuff where just out of nowhere, let's go book, a resort in Naples or Naples, Florida, y'all. Naples, Florida. In Orlando or West Palm or something and do, a little vacation just out of nowhere. I want to be able to do that. So anyways, and then my boys was making money too because I would bring them with me. We would go on tour together, and I would slide them some cash, pay for their flights and travel and shit. Shit, Fonz was traveling with me to Russia, China, like all over the world. Oh, so anyways, I didn't have a life. I had no life. Dedicated my life to the damn grind, bro. Um, Meanwhile, we're building Tomb 45, and I'm at hair shows for Tomb 45. Meanwhile, we're opening more barbershops. Man, I did not have no damn life. Oh, but it started off slow. It started off slow. It started off at 7 a.m., 7 egg whites, drop my kids off at school, gym, barbershop, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, sometimes 11 o'clock at night, come home, edit, 2 o'clock in the morning, go to bed, do it all over again the next morning, 5, 6, 4 hours of sleep for years, for years. And then the YouTube channel hit 50,000 subs. Oh shit really started popping. Hit 100,000 subs. Damn, it started popping. The product line dropped. That was popping. Oh shit, we starting to get momentum. I started working even more. And now I'm kind of in a season where I I don't know. I'm trying to get that discipline back now. I'm so scattered. I'm trying to find out where's my. I'm not trying to find out that shit. I just be trying to figure out what problems are ahead, and coming up with solutions and realizing there wasn't no, I didn't need to create no solution for that. It wasn't even a problem. Just, I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time, I guess, is where I'm at. I don't have that routine no more. I don't have, it's not discipline. I don't have that routine no more. You know what I mean? And that might be where you're at. And you're going to have different seasons of that because there was a time and place where All I was doing was YouTube cutting hair, YouTube and cutting hair. Then we did Tune 45, and that gave me my next purpose. Sometimes it don't happen right away, and it's just you staying the course and being consistent. And then, you start getting bored of it and feeling like you need something else, and then you're going. I feel like sometimes we're forcing ourselves to find the next thing because we're bored, but it's not meant for us at that time. I don't know. I don't know. How'd you deal with learning more than taking action? That's one thing I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I've never had a problem with taking action. I'm crazy with that shit. Like I will take action sometimes prematurely. Sometimes it bites me in the butt. I ain't gonna lie. It's not always good to be taking action so much, but it's done me good in the long term. I take a lot of action. I learn some shit, go take some action. Learn something, go take some action. And that inspires what I need to learn next. And then take some action. Inspires what I need to learn next. And then it's called the innovation stack. There's a book called the innovation stack. It's literally what that is. It explains that. Um, but a lot of people just learn in preparation to take action. I don't do that. I learn. Maybe it's just micro actions, and maybe that's the best way to go about it for you. Learn a little bit, take a micro action. Learn a little bit, micro action, and you ain't got to stay on track. You might read 3 chapters of a book that make you take action, and from that experience, you've gained some wisdom, and you realize you kind of got that part, but you need to learn this. This is where you're lacking. So you read a book that's super niche down on that specific thing, get better at that, and then you start figuring out your own system because everybody's situation is different. So books ain't cookie cutter. You take from it what you can learn for you. But I think that's the best way to go about it is learn a little bit, even if you don't finish a book, even if you don't finish a podcast episode, even if you don't use every single technique you learn in that cutting class. But go take some action, get some inspiration from the results, and go learn some shit based on that. That's what's up, 1 degree. I wish you much success, man. I wish you much success. It's a beautiful industry, bro. Learn the business part. Hey, man, I appreciate that. That's crucial. Take action. Sometimes we be our own limitation. That's real. I'm in that season where I need to write out my big dream again. I feel like I've been stagnant, and I feel like I've been just trying to maintain. And I need to write out. You guys inspired me. I need to write out my dream week, and then write out what the week to obtain that needs to look like. Then I'll get my routine again. Because I don't think discipline is my issue. I work all day, every day. Yeah, no doubt. It's a Mary. I started watching your videos in the garage. Hey, let's go. 16, 24, come full. Let's go. Isn't it crazy? Others look at barbering as minimum wage and have created. Yes, sir, man. Barbering is amazing, bro. And man, the crazy thing is, what I love about it is the guys on my team that are doing the same shit, man. Even if they're not on the team, I'm saying like the guys in my life who've duplicated through barbering, bro. Like real friends, family of mine, bro, that barbering has helped change their life. I got my nieces and nephews inspired. They want to cut hair now. Like, you know how like um I'm not comparing myself to the great Sorry about that. Um, what's his name? From Colorado, the coach from Colorado. I'm not comparing myself to him at all. He's bro, that dude is amazing. What an inspiration. I'm inspired by him and his family, bro. But like his son, there's a video of his son talking about how, he's 24. He's like, I'm supposed to be in the league already, but I'm supposed to already have been in the league. But it's a family business. He stayed in college all these years because it's a family business. Football is a family business. Man, this might be a generational thing. Y'all might recognize, you know, generations of the Bossios doing this barber thing, man. And that's crazy. That's like the biggest, you know, and it's not forced at all. Not forced at all. As a matter of fact, I've been putting my kid in coding his whole life. I want him to, if he doesn't find his passion, fall back on coding, you know, because I didn't want to force barbering on him. And it kind of looks ugly, but like it feels like they're gravitating towards it organically. My niece asked me for my course shoot and tools and stuff. It's crazy. That free ism you be giving recently been helping so much, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. You turned the game out, bro. No lie. Appreciate that. How often you revisit the vision board? It's been a while. Because my vision has always been this. I've always wanted to create, and I've said this many times, the Paul Mitchell of the barbering industry. I want to have the ecosystem. I want to raise the tide for all ships in the barbering industry. I want to raise the standard. I want to bring it up. What success looks like as a barber, all of that. In order to do that, you need the ecosystem. You need the software, and we tried to do it, failed miserably. Not miserably. We learned a lot from it. Just burned a lot of money doing it. But the education that we got from that, priceless, priceless. Like not very many people can say that they poured most people's 10 years salary into something and hired software engineers and managed it and did, got it to an MVP and almost got to launch it, but we just didn't want to do it. We just didn't want to start there, and it was going to be ugly if we launched, so we didn't do it. So, anyways, you need a software. You need the education system. We have the online education system, but barber schools suck, man. And maybe I need to be in that space, even though I don't love where it's at today. Somebody's got to inspire growth, and that's part of the industry. We got the product lines. We do pretty well with that. It's the entire ecosystem, right? The schools, the barbershops. Paul Mitchell has salons and all that. You got to have everything in order to impact and inspire in every avenue possible. So you don't have to. You can partner with other brands and stuff too, which we do. We collaborate with other brands. We work with other brands. It does take an entire um, group to do it. So Fawn's son is a natural. That boy been cutting since he was literally a baby. Literally. Your story's dope, man. From barbering on multiple shots, and you officially invited to the Diddy part. What? All right, let me go ahead and hide this. Where are these fucking people coming? It's funny. All right, y'all. I'm getting off. I finished my cigar. Said I would. Y'all have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out with me.